his testimony prosecutors desperately want the jury at the murder trial of an Albuquerque cop to hear. But today the judge said no.
Statements reportedly made by the cop's wife to family and friends pointing the finger at her husband will not be allowed. News 13's Amanda Goodman is in the Newsplex. Amanda?
Dick, Jess, as jury selection continues in this case, attorneys from both sides came away from today with very different opinions on how the case will go from here.
Tera had mentioned that if anything happened to her, Levi did it.
It was going to be stolen, and his friend was going to take the vehicle.
Those are some of the comments friends and family of Levi's wife Tera say she made to them in the months before she died. The state says those comments show Tera was not only fearful of Levi, but that she was also telling people he and his cop friends had staged the theft of his own truck, which is why they believe she was killed.
Judge ruled that that's not coming in, and so we can't use it. Nobody's going to hear about it.
Tera Chavez died in 2007. Levi, who was an APD officer at the time, is accused of killing her with his service weapon in their Los Lunas home, then staging it to look like a suicide. Chavez's attorney says the judge's decision to toss those statements proves the state has a weak case.
One of the things that he was required to find by a preponderance of the evidence was that he killed her. And the evidence, and the judge stated from the bench that he did not and was not able to make that finding. Prosecutors
would not say how the ruling will affect their strategy going forward. Despite that decision, it wasn't all bad for the state. Judge Eichwald ruled a phone call made to the state's insurance fraud bureau from Tera's workplace, a hair salon, reporting someone had staged the theft of a truck will be allowed. Testimony from one of Levi Chavez's former flames, who was also a client of Tera's, is in too. She claims Tera told her that she didn't think the truck was really stolen, which she then told Levi. As for why that testimony will be allowed and those of Tera's friends and family won't,
I think that's the key difference, is that they were made to the defendant. That's probably critical in the judge's mind.
Now, Chavez's attorney did not want the judge to allow that testimony. In fact, he argued allowing it could result in an appeal should Levi be convicted. Both sides say they are ready for trial. Dick, back to you.
All right, Amanda, now as for jury selection, the pool of potential jurors has been cut in half after just one day. As of this morning, there were around 100 people left. Because so many are in the jury pool, the selection's going on at the auditorium of Cleveland High School in Rio Rancho. Defense attorney David Cernas says the selection process is difficult because so many people have fixed opinions about Levi Chavez. But he and the prosecution are both optimistic that they may be able to have a jury by the end of the week.